The long-awaited Jetboy Co. van tour is finally here. We're going to show you around my 2017 Ram Promaster. This is the 3500 tall roof extended length. This is their tallest version and their longest version. Fully converted into a moto van that I'm able to live out of for at least a month, if not more. I know that because I've done it. Let's take you around and show you guys what we built. Starting off on the outside, we've got 18-inch XD wheels, 5x130, and then the KO2 BF Goodrich tires, which are 265 60R 18s. Surprisingly, the front doesn't rub, it's the back that rubs, and it's right there. That on both sides of the van is kind of, I had to take the wheel off and beat it in to get it so that it doesn't rub. And anytime that I go over like a big bump, it'll flex and hit that and ultimately rub. But other than that, turn radius is money. So coming in, starting off on the back, we've got the sub 15-inch Scar. I was able to fit a 15. I finally had the van big enough, so I was doing the big sub. I've always wanted a 15, so I had to do that. Then I've got a TV that I use for either like working for my computer or watching the races. The top of the sub has doubled as my kitchen top, as you can tell. Got the cookware out. This is a 48-inch bed that folds flat, but when I am by myself, I keep it there because I can fit my cooler. For a little pro tip, these coolers are easily one of the best investments I've ever made. No more watery, wet food, none of that crap. Stays exactly what how I want it, cold, dry, all that good stuff. Got a shelf. I built another shelf that houses like my cookware, protein stuff. There's the overhead shelf here, which doubles as clothes and then some accessories, GoPro stuff for Insta360 cameras, random stuff, that you need, whatever. Up front, I've got the swivel seat just in the passenger. The driver's seat, I'm never gonna have to switch it, so I've always only had one. I've got a deck Sony stereo up front, and that's about it. Got a little dash cam and a cowboy hat from Tennessee with some seashells from different areas. Another pro tip on the Promaster, these window vents, you slide them in and they lock in up into the thing, and then you turn your roof fan on, pulls it up through and out. Money move. Then this is where the magic happens, the lofted bed. I don't know, if I like to give reference, my forearm like this is about as high as I get. When I'm up there, I'm on my side, I can fully roll over. I'm 6'3". I'm 6'2" and some change. I like to say 6'3", whatever, tomato. I lay sideways the best. I can't lay that way, otherwise my legs are like bent down like that. So sideways laying in this thing. I can't fit two people. My girlfriend and I sleep up there comfortably. We have for over a week. Very doable. I've got wired in lights. Ooh, that reminds me. So one of the cool things that I did was integrated a water tank, now that I think about it. And you'd be like, wait, where is the water tank? Down under here is a 48-gallon water tank. And in the top, I put a gas pump, like so you could see 0 to full. So if I turn this second switch on here, it raises a little thing in there, as you can see. And it tells me that full, let's see if we can see it. Yep, so I took a shower last night, so I've used just a little bit of water. very handy, very sleek and hidden, and you would never know that there's 48 gallons of water in there. I'll show you how I get to it when we get back on the outside. But this is the Promaster setup. Obviously my floor here was like a LVP that I put in, and then on the door here just got wood on here to finish it off. A little paper towel holder. I have a phone charger right there by the head, and then here I have this sick little dial, so at night turn on, so I'll show you, turn off this. Now you've got lights up here, just something to have, so I didn't have the big white ones on all the time, something a little bit more chill for hanging out at night. So that is prime, kind of right before bed, and then you just turn it off. And that is the front. If there's something you saw that I didn't talk about, drop it in the comments, let me know. I do see one other thing, and that is I snuck in a kingpin light right here. So you just tap, and this light is in here. Light will rotate in and out, but right now I just have it out so that at night it shines out onto the ground. And that's brown. Just a little tap on, tap off. We've got the whole Jetboy Co. merch tent set up right now. We're getting all ready for a big race weekend this weekend. And so I wanted to show you guys the van setup while we're at the track and actually using it. So you're coming into the tent, and we've got all sorts of goodies dialed in, ready to go for everybody tomorrow. Now let's go take out the back. On the outside, I've got my shore power hookup, which goes to inside, and then a water tank. So this goes into my water tank, and then down on the bottom here, let's see, right there, the water tank comes out the backside, flows down into a valve, which I'm able to unscrew, and that will hook up directly to my pressure washer. I also have this blue line here that goes through the back, and that is to my rear shower. I mounted a 12-volt pump right up under here. You can see goes up and in, and that's what connects to my shower. Gives me water to take hot showers, and there is nothing better than a hot shower after long motos, regardless of how hot it is. And now for the grand unveil. This is the back of the van. Giving you the whole tour with it set up, with everything in it. So we're gonna start on this side. We've got our door, which has a boot shelf specifically for brunt work boots, some shoes, and then another shoe rack. Got a couple random things in here, my stand, toolbox, little area for the helmets, the bike pump. And this thing is super sick, this perforated sign thing. I got it from a buddy who got it from a hospital, and we cut it out, put the Jetboy Co. logo in it, and this is exactly what I intended for. I hang up the knee braces to air dry if I ever need to like clip on the fan. We've got that. And then my Jetboy Co. helmet holder and goggle holders holding the gear. Got some lights, Chest Pro. Over on this side, I've got switches, an outlet, some holders, and then this little sneaky guy, which I took from another channel, is a fold-out drying rack, which is super prime. So now I have a full drying rack. Really nice for like shower towels, things like that after riding, gear that's wet, that kind of stuff. Super prime for that. If not, if it's just a single day, then I just hang it like that and utilize the space. Now we're gonna drop down. I've got two wheel holders. I got these bad boys on Amazon. Super good deal. It was super cheap for them. I had to modify the rear wheel because the rod that comes with isn't long enough, so I had to make my own, but not anything too big. And then kind of a hack is utilizing stuff that's around your neighborhood maybe, or locally or whatever. instead of buying a shelf, I saw this on my neighbor's lawn for free. It was like an old kitchen cabinet. Put it in here, painted it black, and now I have this full cabinet in here that houses just towels, filters, stuff like that. Then back up. This is what a bike looks like in here. I am a preacher of over the one strap over the peg, and look, it holds the bike in side to side. And people are like, wait, what about forwards to backwards? So if you grab it, she ain't moving anywhere. Super prime part about having a bike in here is you can squeeze them up. I can fit 3 bikes in here, believe it or not. I could definitely fit 4. I haven't tried, but I could definitely do 4 if I needed to. I've got a couple hangers for a broom pressure washer handle, and then to wrap things up in here, I did the Kingpin lights. These things are insane, mainly because they're super bright and you can adjust them so however you want them. I have them just shining down, but I have an extra one here that if I turn on that second light, I have one here which I can also adjust into the garage or out. Again, super prime for taking showers at night and getting, or unloading, things like that. While I'm doing that, I've got the stereo playing, which is kind of a little setup I got going. This is a side-by-side stereo that I put in here. Works super good for loading and unloading, and then before the races, getting hyped up, I turn this thing on and run that. Got a little paper towel. And then the last one, we've got hose, chair holder, my shower, and a little propane can holder, shower bottle holder, that kind of stuff. And that is it. I've got a roof vent up there. But other than that, that is the Jetboy Co. Moto Van. If you've got any questions about anything you've seen, anything you want to know, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next Jetboy Co. video. Peace out.